Welcome to Arachnos podcast. I am Elena Feo and I'm joined here today by Nathan de Heter. He's part of the coordination team of Arachnos. Good afternoon, Nathan.
Good afternoon, Elena. Pleasure to be here.
Can you give me a small introduction about Arachnos and especially about its consortium meetings?
Yeah, sure. Maybe first on Arachnos. The goal and objective of Arachnos is actually looking at a certain subset of Horizon 2020 projects called thematic networks, which are producing a lot of outputs by bridging the gap between science and practice. So they really want to develop solutions for common agricultural problems of practitioners. And what we are trying to do in Eurachnos is we are looking at all the results and the outputs that these projects produced, how they did that, and whether we can enhance the impact and the visibility of these outputs across Europe by building a central knowledge repository.
Okay, thank you very much for this introduction. So, consortium meeting of Arachnos, which location did you choose for its consortium meetings?
Yeah, I think indeed consortium meetings are very important, and it all starts, of course, with the location. So not only the actual city or place that needs to be easily accessible, but also the actual venue. You do not want to organize a meeting in the basement of an office building. No, you want to make it a bit more attractive. You want to set the table for success. So I think it's very crucial that you choose, for example, or a cosmopolitan city as a location that's easily accessible, and that's also nice then for the consortium members to actually visit. Or you can vice versa choose maybe a meeting on the countryside that also has a special ring to it, where you can then exclusively focus on the purpose of the meeting and work together.
Okay, and there was a common format that you use for organizing those meetings.
Yeah, what we learned organizing consortium meetings is that it's actually very important to make it interactive and make it a bit fun, to mix it up so that you don't have the classical boring program of presentations only, where you have one speaker and the rest of the consortium is listening to that speaker, but that you try to mix it up a bit and make it more interactive by having different formats. For example, organizing different workshops or organizing different exercises. For example, in the beginning of the meeting, especially when it's a kickoff meeting and a lot of people still need to get to know each other, and it's the first time they see each other. In one of the last consortium meetings we were involved at, we organized human bingo. So actually, so in bingo, you have to get 5 in a row, and we had different kind of questions, and then people had to walk around and ask people whether they were a certain type and they could answer one of these questions. For example, I was looking for somebody who loves to drink beer or who is a farmer. And then if you could cross them out on one row, then you had to shout bingo, and then you won the game. And actually it was not intended, but one of the coordinator team members won the game. Yes, it was me, and the coordinator was not pleased with that. But I was a bit over enthusiastic and really had a lot of fun with that exercise, which was, of course, the entire idea.
Okay, so this can be considered as a key successful element in these consortium meetings.
Yes.
The interaction part.
Yes, making it interactive and making it fun. So not only, of course, the fun part, like getting to know each other in a fun way, like with the human bingo, but also I think having a common purpose and building and working towards that purpose together creates unity and creates a good foundation for the rest of the work in the consortium. So for example, what we always try to do is have several workshops where people can really already interact with each other, brainstorm, have ideation sessions with post-its or future concept sessions on, for example, in the case of Eurachnos, how the future platform of the knowledge repository should look like. So we did one exercise like that where we divided, everybody had to stand up, which is of course always also a good trick to make it interactive, is to make it physical. And then we had several options. So for example, people agreed with a statement or they disagreed, and then they had to go to the left of the room or to the right. And then you clearly see what the majority of the people think, and then you can single people out. So to give a further explanation on why they chose the option that they did. Of course, you need good facilitators for that, but that's also, I think, an important and crucial part is that for consortium meetings, try to choose experienced facilitators that have different options in their toolbox to have a novel way of knowledge exchange, and that always helps.
Thank you, Nathan. You gave me a lot of nice insights. And can you tell me one final tip?
Yeah, so besides choosing a very good location, making it a bit fun, making it interactive, and having a clearly spelled out purpose so everybody knows why they are there and what the objective is of the meeting. I think another crucial part is the duration. So the meetings should not be too short and not be too long. So I think the ideal format that we have discovered is to organize a consortium meeting over 2 days where people have the opportunity to fly in or travel in the morning on the first day, and then they have the opportunity to leave again on the second day in the afternoon. That way they only need to book one overnight stay, and then they have the opportunity in the evening to do a bit of sightseeing or to visit a very nice restaurant during the consortium meeting and get to know not only the local tastes, but also get to know the other consortium members in a better way.
Okay, thank you very much for this interview, and I wish you a lot of luck with Eurachnos and with its next consortium meeting.
Thank you, Elena.
The Eurachnos project has received funding from the European Union's Horizon 2020 Research and Innovation Programme under Grant Agreement number 817863.
Royalty-free music from Ben Sound.